Hi, I'm Elaine Harding. Welcome to my blog .stampwithelaine.com. Today is the last day and your very last chance to get this Blended Seasons bundle. That's a stamp set. It's a huge stamp set, and this set of framelit dies. What I love about this set is that it's got the nesting double-stitched frames. I haven't used this wheat sheaf stamp yet, so this is today's project, and I've stamped this all in copper with vellum and then fussy cut them. This die we want to cut out one of these. Stamp from the Blended Seasons set. I'm also using the Swirly Frames photopolymer stamp set. My card base is in fresh fig. This has been cut at 8 1/4 inches by 5 7/8 inches. In metric, that's 21 centimeters by 14.85 centimeters. In landscape, you score at 4 1/8, that's 10.5 centimeters, and fold it in half. Then you have a layer that's 3 3/4 inches by 5 1/2 inches, that's 9.5 centimeters by 14 centimeters, which will go on top. A scrap of vellum paper for stamping your wheat sheaf. Versamark ink, an embossing buddy, copper embossing powder, and a heat tool. Fresh fig ruffled ribbon. I don't know if you can see it properly, but I've used a sneak peek item that's coming in the new autumn winter catalogue, which will go live on the 5th of September. Need a spritzer, some rubbing alcohol, and this is the new item, the all-purpose ink in copper. I will do a separate video for this on how I mix the formula. Big shot and magnetic platform. Also want some kitchen towels to protect your work surface when you're spraying the cardstock. Now I'm going to just put the kitchen towels on my grid paper and grab the card front. Give this a good shake. Make sure the nozzle is pointing away from me. And don't forget, if you're using rubbing alcohol, you do need to work in a well ventilated room. So give that a spritz, hold it about 6 inches up, and it will dry very quickly. Can you see the shimmer on that? It looks much nicer in real life. Take your vellum paper and rub the embossing buddy over the vellum cardstock. Versamark ink up your wheat sheaf. And stamp 6. Now I'm just going to pop the cardstock inside here, tap off the excess. I think I've done those too close together, so I shall have to stamp a couple more. One, two, three, four, 5, 6. Pop my cardstock into the embossing powder. That's better. And then get the heat tool. Now it's going to be quite noisy, so I shall fast forward this and mute it. Now I've already fussy cut the others, so there's just this last one to do, and you move the paper rather than the scissors. the stitch circle framelets, and I'm using the largest of them. You also need some Whisper White cardstock, so die cut one of the largest circle first. Use my embossing buddy all over this. Ink this circle frame with Versamark, and then center that over your circle and stamp. Pop that in. Tap off the excess. Heat emboss it. Emboss the letter as well, and hopefully I'll stamp that straight. Now remember, when you're embossing, don't hold the heat over the embossing powder too long. As soon as it's embossed, then turn the heat off. I'm just going to apply some fast fuse, the vellum pen, then adhere it to the top. Bring in the magnetic platform, your base cutting plate, cardstock, die with cutting edge face down, top cutting plate, and then cut in fresh fig. So I've already pre-die cut one. Just grab some glue dots and pop that on the top. Grab the fresh fig ribbon and tie a bow. Pull it tight. Glue dot on the back. And just trim it off. Leaves trinkets, I'm going to use the copper one. Glue dot on the back of the leaf. And attach that. Fast fuse on the back. Well, this is retired, but I've got a whole stash of them, so I'm just going to use it. I stocked up before they retired it. So I'll put that on top, and then dimensionals on the back of this. Now this one has got an extra layer. This one I just did directly onto the cardstock. Don't forget, it's your last chance to get this Blended Seasons bundle. And also the last day for earning the bonus coupons. There you have it. Which do you prefer? The one in Fresh Fig or the Berry Burst one? Thanks for joining me today. You can find me on Facebook, Pinterest or Instagram, and you'll find the links to the supplies below this video in the Show More section. Bye!